decimals. Well, let's look at the problem 4 2/10 times 5 9/10. The easiest way to multiply decimals is to actually ignore the decimal point. What we want to do at first is just concentrate on getting the right digits in our answer. So we're going to treat this just like whole number multiplication. We can think of this problem as 42 times 59. We multiply 42 by 9, and that equals 378. Then we multiply 42 by 50. Remember, the digit 5 in the number 59 really represents 5 tens, or 50. So 42 times 50 is 2,100. And now we add these two numbers together, and we'll get the correct digits in our answer. And now that we've done our side work, let's move this value up over here to show that those are the correct digits of our answer. What we're missing is the decimal point. So how do we figure out where to place our decimal point? Well, we have to count the number of decimal places in each of our factors. In the number 4 2/10, there's one digit after the decimal place. So that's one decimal place. And in the number 5 9/10, there's also one digit after the decimal point. So that's one decimal place. So together, we have 2 decimal places. And that's how many decimal places should be in our answer. So we need to have 2 digits after the decimal point. So we're going to put our decimal point right here. So our answer is 24 7/78. Now let's see if our answer makes number sense. If we were to round the number 4 2/10 to the nearest whole number, it would be 4. And if we round 5 9/10 to the nearest whole number, that would be 6. So we can estimate this problem to be very close to 4 times 6. And 4 times 6 equals 24. And 24 is very close to the answer we got. Let's try a slightly trickier problem. Let's multiply 3/10 by 2/10. And we're going to do exactly as we did before and pretend that these are whole numbers. So we're just going to multiply 3 times 2. And that gives us 6. And now we have to figure out where to place the decimal point. So we look at each factor, and we see that 3/10 has one decimal place, and 2/10 has one decimal place. So together there are 2 decimal places. So that means that our answer should have 2 digits after the decimal point. But we only have 1 digit. So what are we going to do? In this case, we need to place a 0 just before the 6. So now we have 2 digits, which means we can make 2 decimal places by putting the decimal point right here. We have 2 places after the decimal point. So our answer is 6/100. And it's good practice when you don't have any ones to just place a 0 in that space. Now, does our answer make number sense? We multiplied 3/10 by 2/10 and came up with an answer that's 6/100. Well, let's see what happens if we convert our decimals to fractions. 3/10 is simply written as 3/10. We're going to multiply that by 2/10. When you multiply fractions, you multiply the numerators together. 3 times 2 is 6. And you multiply the denominators together. 10 times 10 equals 100. So our answer is 6/100. And if we write that as a decimal, it looks like this. And that's exactly what we got for our answer.